The outside, Universal Scene trapped out there very wide. In the middle next of all is Habanera back there in company also with Miss Planet. Second last is Conical Peak racing a bit ungainly back there. Second last and joined on the inside by Boyzone. Around the corner now, they're at the straight and on the inside on the Terps had led a length and a half. Running second, Equity Free, but going a little better maybe than the leader. And then 2 or 3 lengths Stollard, followed then by Guns of Navarone. Over on the inside on the Terps has kicked. On the Terps has got away from Equity Free, who hit a flat spot. Guns of Navarone runs on, but now the leader's really switched on. Boy, has he ever. He looked as though he was struggling a little here at the 300, but he came away and blew them apart. Drew well clear on the Terps and raced as though he might have been on it too at one point. On the Terps was one from Guns of Navarone and Equity Free. Behind them then Miss Planet, fourth home, Boyzone. Well, it missed the kick by 4 and beat more than half of the field in, including Habanera. Also Men and Road, Universal Steen. Further back then is Stollard, who gave nothing at all. Regal Man, and it's amongst the last of them home. And there's one other one here that pulled up before the crossing, and it was going like a car on square wheels. Conical Peak nearing the corner. Well, it was as though Equity Free was going to sail past it at the 300 on the Terps, having a good look around, as you tend to do when you are. And then all of a sudden realised that it was being pursued. And it took off on the Terps. $270, $1.30. Beating Guns of Navarone and Equity Free. But this finished up. The further the race went on, the further and better it went on the Terps. And that might be a lesson for us all. Guns of Navarone second, Equity Free third, and Miss Planet ran fourth. 3-1-8 for the numbers. On the Terps by Dick Turpin from Secret Empire for David and Jenny Harrison. A.O. Reb, Graham Egan Donovan, Lex and Shirley Piper, Ian K. Wheatland, and ridden by Taylor Stone for David Harrison. Guns of Navarone second by War Chant from Terra Vega, raced by Nev and Carolyn Parnham. Chris Parnham, the rider for the Nev Parnham yard, and Equity Free is by Equiano from Free Me. For R. Kempton S. Mrs. V. Target, along with Mesdames L. Wade, H&P Burrell, Simon Miller, Fiona Bell. 270, 130, 3 even and 180. The details thereafter the running of the fifth. 2 wins now from 8 starts on the Terps. First win this prep. And it certainly jumped running when the acid test was put to it. Just for that moment, that fleeting moment. It looked as though it might have just been wobbling around, but all of a sudden it took off and accelerated away, and as the race progressed, the better and better on the Terps went. Now the next event on the card, race 6. This is the De Sonia handicap at 420 and a field of 11 there. We've got no changes in the next on the program. 4, 2, 9 and 3 will go Bella's Idol, has certainly got its hoof well and truly on the till. Bridesmaid last 3 starts, today gets a super chance to crack it in the De Sonia handicap. That's at 420, race 6. Now let's go back to the yard.
Quick words, huh? Yeah, hi, Richard. Yeah, nice to meet you. Taylor Stone joins me now. Taylor, really nice ride because you pumped the horse hard early on to find the lead, and it meant there was a few others who really wanted to the lead. It meant they were sort of out of play a little bit.
No, there was a little bit of speed in the race. Mr. Harrison obviously isn't here today, and he spoke to me before the race and said if this horse gets the lead today, it'll just keep going for you. So everything went to plan, so it happened. Yeah,
he's a pretty strong horse. He's been able to run on previously, so once it led, it's going to be hard to run down. You looked maybe a little bit sideways at various stages, just at the top of the straight before you were able to really balance the horse up.
Yeah, we're a little bit. You know, I think we just went a little bit hard early and it just got a little bit tired and wavered around a little bit, but still kept going and tried really hard, so I was happy.
Did you always feel you had Equity Free beaten?
No. I thought it was going to come down the outside and get me, but I didn't hear it come behind me, so I was pretty happy.
It was pretty comfortable in the end. You're now 3 wins. You've hit the front early on in the apprentices list.
Yeah, I'm happy about that too, but there's still a long way to go, so let's hope I can keep a good lead in front.
And what have you got for the weekend, Taylor?
I got a couple of really nice rides, actually. 2 silver trees, which are a couple of seconds, nice seconds on, and Mr. Motown was the last start winner, so hoping that I can get 2 across the line again on Saturday.
Okay, 2 very handy sprinters over the 1,000 metres for Lindsay Smith.
Yes, I was very happy he's kept me on, so it's good.
Great work today, Taylor. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Go, Taylor!
Taylor Stein winning the sprint today.